Hello, everybody. My name is Pastor John Francis, the North England Conference Family Ministries Director. And I'm so happy to share with you, really briefly, some highlights of the full report you've got in your books to read, covering the period 2021 to 2023. Family Ministry seeks to recognize that families are the building blocks of our community, church, and society. The Family Lives Department aim is to help nurture and help support positive relationships among single people, couples, widow, divorce, families of all shapes, if I dare say, and sizes. We believe that God created families to nurture warm, meaningful, and loving relationships and to discover what it is to love and to be loved. In families, children develop beliefs, they develop values and attitudes which translate into behavioral patterns that shape their future and of their communities. The department takes the view that happy, healthy people who have a positive relationships can be a powerful influence in today's broken world. And as a department, our objective is to fortify our families, both spiritually and emotionally, in line with the conference strategic plan, which has the strapline "Forward We Go." And our aim is to facilitate restoration in relationships and to cultivate love and unity centered around that text which is in your book, 1 John 4, 7 and 8. You know, the impact of COVID-19 put a tremendous strain on families. It left some feeling fragmented, some feeling lost, and some feeling alone. And one of the main aims of the department's objectives of the family ministries is to assist individuals with those tools, much needed tools, whether they be through counseling or training seminars, to give you those tools to equip individuals to navigate through these life changes. You know, I've personally been amazed to see how individuals have come with some challenging situations and overcome them through prayer and support. It brings joy to my heart when one or two will maybe ring the office or to thank us personally for maybe those counseling sessions they have received and how it has helped them to move on and start the rebuilding process. Our first Christian Home and Marriage Week in February 2022 helped lay some positive foundations for this. By looking at the theme of resilience, you know, coming out of COVID-19 some 18 months prior to this program, more than ever before, we needed the Lord to direct us. We needed the Lord to sustain us and to bring us hope and comfort in these trying times. You know, when people endure difficult situations and bounce back despite the hardships they have experienced, that reality is also identified as resilience. And as a department, we are passionate about families regaining their focus, reaffirming their trust and dependence in God in these challenging times. And we had a question and answer session every night as it was broadcast on YouTube Live as well as being in the church physically. We discussed topics like emotional resilience, resilient marriages, resilient relationships, resilient families. And over the period, we have had the privilege of working alongside the prayer ministries, where we had a prayer conference weekend, over 400 people in attendance. And people came, whether it was married, single, widowed, or separated, or divorced. They came together across the NEC to pray, to fellowship, to release their cares to God over an inspirational retreat. And during this quinquennium, we have made some major contributions through our family awareness days, our singles ministries, our family outreach, the counseling services, and so much more. And I want to say that I guess as we look at these things, we want to move forward by God's grace. One of the highlights was the marriage weekend we had in September 23. Because since COVID-19, That's the first one we had, and 17 couples came together. They came to relax, they came to fellowship, they came to share, and they looked at the subject of communication across their relationship. And one couple commented that it saved their marriage. This highlights the need for these things. We service our cars and do all what we can, but do we service our relationships? Our relationships are so much more important. I want to thank God for the achievements we have made in such a short time. We have some plans in the future to strengthen the counseling service, the expansion of the singles ministry, and set up a support group for the bereaved and much more. And we want to pray that we will fortify our homes and our minds to trust God and believe that He will lead us through. May God bless you.